Hey, what's up and welcome to another video. Do you still remember Google Glass? Well, you probably do, but you probably also haven't thought of it recently. And the new kid on the block? Snap Spectacles didn't really take off either. So people clearly aren't interested in this tech, right? Are smart glasses already dead? Well, I don't think so, and I'm going to tell you why. Google Glass had one big problem in my opinion, the camera. Not because it was bad or anything, that would have been easy to fix, but rather because people didn't like the idea of constantly having a camera pointing at them without knowing if it's recording or not. You can see this every time you're holding your phone up too high. People will ask you whether you're filming them or not. We're just not ready yet to not worry about this. I'm feeling uncomfortable myself once somebody could be recording me. This is what ultimately killed Glass, in my opinion. This is very sad, because it was ultimately a very innovative product. Of course today, you would be able to build something much better, but the execution of Glass still holds up. It really didn't look that bad, at least the version with real glasses attached didn't, and I love the idea of just having to press one button or say one word to record a video at any time. There is a saying that says, the best camera is the one that you have with you, and that holds true. What does a DSLR do for you if it takes too long to get it out of your pocket and you miss the shot? I can't even count the number of occasions that I missed a shot because even my smartphone would have taken too long to take out of my pocket. A camera strapped to your face doesn't have this issue, and it also provides you with a very unique perspective. It makes you feel like you're right there when reviewing the footage. Google Glass does a lot more than record video though, giving you all the information you want in your field of view with augmented reality. Augmented reality is a really cool field of technology, and there are already other companies picking up where Google left off. Microsoft is one of them with their HoloLens headset. The best thing about HoloLens is that it doesn't just project a static screen into your vision like Glass did, but that it scans your environment, enabling it to put things on a table or stick them on a wall. You can stick a Skype call on one wall, for example, while putting an app panel on another, and HoloLens will remember their location while you are moving. But despite being able to put interactive content everywhere being very cool, HoloLens still has some execution problems, of course. It's really bulky and heavy, and it's extremely expensive. The developer version also still suffers from letterboxing images, with the projection being cut off inside of a square field. But it is also just a developer version, and the first consumer HoloLens will probably fix these issues as technology moves forward. So we haven't heard from Glass for years, but now there's a new kid on the block, Spectacles. They do a lot less than what Glass did and what HoloLens does, but they do the most important thing a lot better, the camera. The camera on the specs isn't earth-shattering or anything, they're pretty slow and only record 10-second clips, but you still get a unique perspective and you can record just a second after thinking about it. And most importantly with specs, nobody will think that you're recording them all the time, because they have an inviting spinning ring to tell others what you're up to. Most people who have seen specs in the wild didn't think that they are disturbing, and that's what's important for their acceptance. Notice also that they're called specs, a term that I've heard numerous times in novels about our close future. In these books, specs are already on everybody's head. Snapchat Spectacles also don't look as unfashionable as HoloLens or Glass, though they also have a lot less tech in them. So that sounds like smart glasses are a nice idea in theory, but the fact that Google stomped their project and even Snapchat isn't selling any tells us that this category is dead on arrival, right? Well, no. You see, I already explained why I think Glass didn't do well, but that's definitely not the most important issue. You see, the technology just isn't there yet. HoloLens is so unbelievably bulky because its depth sensing cameras and hardware used to process their information and then create the projections takes up lots of space. Snapchat Spectacles are able to look like normal glasses because they don't have any functions that would require modern day high performance hardware. And until the hardware for augmented reality gets so commodity that it can fit into a more or less normal looking pair of glasses, people are not going to accept the technology. The fact of commoditization also brings us to another issue, the price and mainstream adoption. As I mentioned, the mainstream isn't going to pick up on a new product until it's mature enough. But spectacles are aimed at a mainstream audience. They're cheap, but they're not what the mainstream wants yet. And they're not right for us enthusiasts either, because they don't have enough features. We're generally okay with something looking like a tech gadget as long as we think it's cool. So the spaceship look of HoloLens isn't really an issue for us. Though it definitely needs work in my opinion, should I someday be able to leave the house with something like that. But HoloLens is a developer product and it's aimed at that market and thus super expensive. So let's break it down. Smart glasses aimed at a mainstream audience can't really succeed right now because they're just not what people want yet, and they're not right for us enthusiasts either because they don't have enough features. And prototype style glasses like HoloLens are not even made to succeed. They're aimed at developers and have a price and looks to go along with that. But I personally do think that smart glasses have a definite advantage over another product category that isn't exactly popular yet: smartwatches. Smartwatches have their biggest problem in connection to our not up to par battery technology. They just don't function as a normal watch anymore when their battery is dead. This is a big disadvantage from normal watches because if they do everything but not the one thing that the device they're replacing does, then what point is there in smartwatches? Glasses, on the other hand, don't have the same problem. Their main functionality isn't replaced by something electronical. So after the battery is dead, they're still glasses and not just a dead piece of tech to carry around. I would personally really love to get my hands on spectacles, even though they are still very first gen. And I'm excited for what the next generation of these products brings to the table. Because I don't think that smart glasses are dead, I think that their era hasn't even started yet. In my opinion, a combination of HoloLens's features with the mainstream execution of spectacles will be the first product in the category to really take off. But what do you think of smart glasses? What opportunities do you see in them, or do you think that I'm totally wrong and they really are dead on arrival? Let me know down in the comments below or tweet it at me. Give this video a thumbs down if you totally hate getting more inside info about the tech world. But like it if you liked it and get subscribed to our channel if you want more content like this. Also follow us on Instagram and Twitter to be notified every time we post a new video or a new tech-related article on our website, which you should also visit and where you'll find the written version of what I just said in this video. You should also follow me on Twitter because I post a lot there. But with that, I want to thank you all for watching and I will see you in the next video.